Hi everyone, Marie here. Today I'm going to do a book review on Illuminae. Illuminae was written by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. This book is a young adult science fiction. It's in the year 2575. This story is about Katie and Ezra and their planet being invaded. I don't know how to tell you too much about this story that's not going to spoil it for you, but I really want to tell you my thoughts on the story. So what we didn't know, or what I didn't know about this book going into it, was that there was also a big part with artificial intelligence in it. So that was interesting to come across it. The beginning of the story starts out with Katie breaking up with Ezra. And that's really not a spoiler, considering you get that within the first couple of pages. From there on, the big events happen. What more can I say? What more can I say? I'm conflicted about this book. I mean, for one, first and foremost, the layout is completely unique compared to any other book that I've ever read. It's written all in diary entries and brief reports and emails and, you know, fascinating pages like this. Some pages only have one word on it. So the format itself was very unique. Beautiful cover. I'd love to show you completely what it's like, but mine's a library copy, so it is taped down, but it is a beautiful cover. So, aesthetics out of the way, I give aesthetics 5 out of 5. It's a beautiful book. I love the format. The storyline itself was pretty rare, but I really have to say, I finished this book last night, and ever since I finished it, I've been on oh, do I give it 3 stars? Do I give it 3.5 stars? Do I give it 4 stars? And I know that a lot of people are cringing because this was a 5 out of 5 for them, but there was just something about it. My biggest problem with the book was, you see all those little blacked out spots that you get? They're pretty frequent throughout this book. And those are to black out all the cussing words. I get that you got to black out the cussing words, but I found it made my reading very uncomfortable, and it slowed me down quite a bit because my mind really wanted to put in it, was this the F word? Was this ass shit? Whatever. Yes, that's minor, but I mean, the book is 599 pages. And yes, it is a very quick read because there's not much on the pages, but where every few pages something's blacked out, it really did slow my reading down more than what I wanted it to. My other problem with the book was that there was times where I found it very dragging, that I didn't know if I wanted to continue reading it or not. After a few pages that picked back up, I just found it was like a complete roller coaster. I was up and I was down and I was up and I was down. I just could not stop with the emotional turmoil and of being bored and then being excited and being bored and being excited. There was times I really wanted to throw this book across the room. And that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing, because there was times where I was just so pissed off that it went a certain way. But at the same time, that's a good thing because it was unexpected. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really I'm bad at this. I am really conflicted about this book. This is a first book in a trilogy, and as much as I'm conflicted between my 3 stars and my 4 stars, I will be reading the other book, as it took me 200 and some pages to even get into it, where I'm thinking, Jesus, am I going to put this book down? I've heard so many great reviews, and then I got into it, and I'm like, oh, this is great. But then it just fell for me, and then it would pick up and it would fall, and sometimes that's just not good. The romance in this book was cute. Ezra, I adored. He was funny and sweet, and I have to admit I cried at a few spots where I thought, oh no, but I don't want to say anything. It's really hard for me to say, do I recommend this? Do I recommend it because of the unique format? Yes. Do I recommend it because of the storyline? Yes. I think this is really one of those books where you have to read it for yourself. I think when reading Illuminae, you need to go in it without the high expectations of the hype on BookTube. Because I think my expectations of the book were way too high when so many people loved this book. And I didn't love this book. I liked this book. And I liked this book enough that I will read the second book. So that's my very first book review. I'm finding it very awkward at this moment to review books, so I'm hoping that nobody really gets offended by this one. I'm hoping they approve over time. I would really like to hear what other people thought of this book. Am I the only one that really had a hard time enjoying it as much as the other people on BookTube have? I'd love to hear other people's thoughts about that. So please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'm hoping that I will be able to do a book review more often. I'm aiming for at least twice a month, if not more, just so I can get more comfortable with this. I'm still a little camera shy. So yes, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!